I really don't have any time.
Alexei needs regular shard donations for the prisoners.
Why is he bothering to poach outsiders? He'll have no luck as long as the resistors are out there.
So you won't help?
I didn't say that. Just saying how I see it. If I can help at all, I want to. Alexei can rely on my support.
Alexei needs Alexit to buy food for the prisoners.
Good for him. I hate the way we treat them. They're people, not beasts. But what's this got to do with me?
Your shards could help buy them that food.
You know, you're right. At my age, shards don't mean that much anymore. Why not let the prisoners benefit instead?
Thanks. I beat Dixon.
What do you want? A medal? It'll be a good few months before he's back in shape. Here, take your wager and winnings. Minus a 10% organizer's fee.
You never said anything about a fee.
Ah, did I not? Must have slipped my mind. It's an unfortunate necessity, I'm afraid, if I'm to stay in business. Here, a little compensation. Let me know when you're ready for the next challenge. I'll tell you who your opponent will be.
I need information.
What do you want to know? Remember to put a few shards on the table first next time. My mouth gets awful dry otherwise.
What's the word in the grotto?
Uh-huh. Want to know what the local rumor mill's churning out, huh? Well, you've come to the right place. The word is, not all the poachers are bringing their loot back here. And since so few resistors drag their holy asses beyond the gate, it wouldn't be a bad idea. Who wouldn't mind a little something squirreled away for a rainy day? Guess you're wondering what that means to you, right? Well, one of my customers had one too many the other day and was babbling some real gems. Here, I made notes. Might just be a load of nothing, but only one way to find out. I'd go myself, but if I set foot from behind the bar, I reckon this place will burn down. If you want to hear other rumors, you know where to find me. Of course, if you dug a little deeper into your pockets, I could probably remember some interesting little tidbits.
Like what?
Stuff about Vlad and the voice of Khan, for example. Might be worth your while laying down some shards. Information is power and all that.
I need information.
What do you want to know?
What do you know about Vlad?
Ah, Vlad. Let's just say not all rats lurk in alleys and under floorboards. Sometimes they're hiding in plain sight. Crouching, waiting for a fool. Vlad might seem all friendly and respectful, but don't fall for it. He's one of Khan's dogs. Just don't trust him. Don't let him talk you into something. Watch your tongue when you're with him. That's my advice.
I see you've been allowed to stay.
How do you know?
Because you're still alive. Let me tell you something. You may have come here with good reason. To give meaning to your life, perhaps. To find a home. But you can't stay in the grotto without giving something in return. So, you'll do what we tell you to.
And what does that mean?
It means completing a job to my satisfaction.
All right, we have an agreement.
You're determined enough, I see. But keep in mind that once a decision has been made, it cannot be changed. This is our way.
What is it you want me to do?
A job I can't entrust to any Morcon.
Why not?
If I could, I would have done so already. I need you to find Ivan, one of our warriors. He should return as soon as possible. You can visit our merchants for equipment or anything else you might need for your journey.
Where should I start the search?
That's for you to find out.
Does he have any friends?
He has a wife, Marika, but she claims not to know anything. Talk to her if you think it'll help.
What do you want from him?
He was sent out to find supplies for our people.
I thought you said he was a warrior.
Of course he is. How else could he carry out the raids to secure those supplies? What matters is we're still waiting for them. We can't live on prayers alone.
If I'm going on this search, I'll need some equipment.
You can get provisions from our supplier. And you'll probably need ammunition. Speak to our weapons dealer for that.
What about healing potions?
Better to endure the pain than to numb it. But I don't expect you to understand that. You're no Morcon, after all. Look for Ghosta in the cellar. He might have what you need. And you'll find plenty of other merchants around the grotto. Just keep your eyes open.
May you find oblivion. I have some items for sale. You can take a look if you have the money. Only if you're allowed to trade, of course. But you should know that. Not a lot to choose from, but it's better than nothing.
Tengus says you're Ivan's wife?
What's he doing getting an outsider involved? I know Ivan is late, but he'll be back soon. And I just know he'll bring plenty with him.
Where did he go?
Wherever there's something to scavenge. Besides, he didn't go alone. Danilo is with him. But Tengus isn't looking for him. Don't the resistors have better things to do?
About Ivan.
I've told you everything I know.
You mentioned Danilo. Who's he?
A warrior, like my husband.
Has he come back yet?
No.
Then that doesn't help me.
They'll be back soon, I told you. So stop wasting my time.
Where does Ivan usually go?
How should I know? I've never left the grotto.
He must have talked about it. What it looks like. Anything.
He's mentioned stones, and cliffs, and ice.
Ignadon.
Maybe, but he wouldn't go there now. He said it's getting dangerous, lots of troop movements.
Anything else you remember?
That's enough, you're wasting your time. I've said all I'm gonna say. I don't care if Tengus sent you. The other resistors won't like me talking to an outsider. I hardly know you. You think I'm gonna risk my life for you?
I can pay for your time.
What good will that do you?
Maybe you'll finally tell me what you know.
The resistors hate outsiders. Why are you working with them?
I just want to make sure Ivan's okay.
And that means playing Tengus's lapdog? You outsiders are all crazy. Not to mention stubborn.
Does that mean you'll help me?
Will you quit asking questions?
I promise.
Fine. Take this key. It opens Ivan's chest. It's in our sleeping quarters. You'll find your answers inside.
Khan sent me.
What does that mute want from me?
He said I should work for you.
He must see something in you then. It's highly unusual for him to attend to a newcomer personally. Yeah. You could clean the shrine, or...
Or what?
I need someone neutral. Someone who doesn't believe in Ravok. Who can attend to a matter with fresh eyes.
So what is it?
Certain elements here in the grotto are trying to disrupt the balance. These individuals are extremely cautious. They would never reveal themselves to a Morcon.
What makes you think they'll trust me?
Take this amulet. It will draw them out. Show it around, but without being too obvious about it. Hopefully they will notice you.
Alexei is having trouble finding enough food for the prisoners.
And what? He expects Ravok's mercy to provide for them? The best fate they can hope for is to be sacrificed in his honor. Don't waste time trying to save them. Their flesh is spoiled. You too will be tainted with their sin if you get involved.
All he needs is a few shards.
Benevolence and altruism. Disgusting! Alexei would claim for them what rightfully belongs to Ravak. Speaking of which, I don't remember you paying the required tithe.
I have nothing to give.
And nothing in your head if you think you can lie to me like that. You have more than enough, so don't insult me.
I'm not one for donations.
And you think I'll let you get away with that kind of insolence? You will pay Ravak what he's owed, or face the consequences like everyone else. Well, I'm waiting.
Here, that should be enough.
Your offering will not be forgotten. Ravak blesses all his subjects, and your blade will reap the rewards. You may leave and tend to your own affairs now.
What's that supposed to be?
So you haven't seen it before?
Looks religious. Maybe ask Zarina. She knows about that sort of thing.
Do you have anything else besides guarding the cellar?
I pray to Ravak and try to strengthen my spirit. I also teach pain, but you know that already. There are just too many who want to escape pain. Suffering is a necessary experience. But if your question is about the practical aspects of my work, I'd be happy to share my expertise.
Jax, I'll be leaving for Tavar soon, for a reconnaissance mission. And since you offered to help,
What are we talking about?
my men and I are going to investigate the region around the fort in Tavar. There's talk of the clerics sending mechanical spies to monitor our troops' movements. If that's true, I intend to smash them to pieces and send them right back to their masters.
You don't need your bodyguards. I'll go with you. I'm sure we can manage.
Fine. Tell me when you're ready and we'll leave immediately.
What can you tell me about this?
Interesting. How does a stranger get an amulet like this?
You recognize it?
That depends.
Give me a break.
Oh, I'm getting old. Memory's hazy. Ooh, a few shards should sharpen it, though.
As would a punch, but I'll give you your shards. This enough?
Ah, yes, now I remember that amulet. Come closer. Marat found it here. It bears the face of Crichton.
Who's Crichton?
Shh! Keep your voice down. You don't know? Crichton's the Forbidden God. He once existed peacefully alongside Ravak. But now, believing in him, even talking about him, can get you in a whole heap of shit. But it looks like there are still a few followers who haven't been murdered yet.
Did you see who lost it?
No, it was a busy night. Could barely keep tabs on the bar, let alone lost property.
What's so bad about it?
Well, let's just say whoever lost it won't be pleased. The amulet suggests there's a group of people who don't believe in the value of balance. And that'll make one or two people here a tad nervous.
I don't have any other questions.
That's good, because probably the only thing I haven't told you is the color of my underwear.
Wait, I heard you had a certain amulet.
How do you know?
Does it matter? You got the amulet from Zarina, and now you're trying to find out who it belongs to. Come here. It's better we talk in private. Let's get to the point, okay? The amulet doesn't belong to you. I want it, and I want you to tell Zarina that someone stole it. So, name your price.
I have a couple of questions first.
Can I trust you?
Your secrets are safe with me. I have no reason to betray you.
That's good to hear. And what about you? Can I trust you too?
My question is, can I trust you?
The others advised me not to let you live. Don't make me regret not taking that advice. I suppose we both need to establish some trust. You're no Morcon. I'll answer your questions. But if I find you trying to trick us, I'll have to kill you.
Who are these others you're part of?
We're followers of Crichton. We work in secret in the very depths of the underground. If the Resistors found us, they'd torture and kill us.
And the poachers?
They're the same as the Resistors. Well, at least most of them are. They hunt us because we threaten their way of life. When the grotto opened up, old, forgotten ideals came flooding in. And we're a threat to them. They're afraid we'll be able to bring them down one day. What a day that would be.
What's the story behind the amulet?
The Crichton amulet goes back centuries. The story goes that there were once two gods, Ravok and Crichton. When we created the grotto to save ourselves from the Great Comet, they fought for dominion over our people. Obviously, Ravok won in the end. He banished Crichton from the kingdom of the Morcons and set out the commandments, which the Morcons still follow to this day. The commandments of balance.
You really believe in this Crichton god?
Of course. But he's so much more than just a god. He is inspiration itself. The embodiment of freedom, peace, and self-determination. Do you understand? We Morcons haven't always been so brutal. The old stories have been forbidden by Ravok's followers, but we remember them. We were once like everyone else outside the grotto. No prisoners, no torturing. We never inflicted any pain upon ourselves. And there were no blood rituals. We still remember those times, even if the others don't. Maybe now you see what's at stake here. Right here. Right now, the future of the Morcons is in your hands. Serena and her resistors can't be allowed to find out that Crichton's followers are growing in strength.
About the amulet. What are you going to do with it?
I trusted you. Now's the time for you to trust me. Give me the amulet, and I'll let you in on our plans.
Here, it's yours.
Thank you. I have to admit, I wasn't sure you weren't going to go to Zarina behind our backs. Now you're one of us, whether you like it or not. But don't worry. We won't let you down. We'll fight for a better future together.
What do you need from me?
We could really use some help from an outsider like you. Somehow we have to make sure that Zarina stops looking for us. The story of the amulet must come to its rightful end. But I know from my own experience that Zarina won't be satisfied until someone's been punished.
So you need a patsy?
Yes, it's the only way. Someone has to pay. If we can, we'll find a poacher to blame.
Not a resistor?
No. Zarina would see right through that.
So, what's the plan?
Find someone to plant the amulet on. Someone who Zarina thinks is stupid enough to keep hold of it, but not be a follower of Crichton. There's a trader in the living quarters who deals in stolen goods. We plant it on him and let Zarina know he has it. She'll find it with him, along with other illegal goods in his possession. That should be enough to convince her that there's no conspiracy against Ravok.
So, I'm doing the planting?
No, I'll do it. You stand out too much. I live here, and I'm a minion technician. Everyone knows me and ignores me. I blend in with the crowd. but I need you to make sure Zarina knows where to look. Go see her and tell her this. Someone stole the amulet while you were making your way through the living quarters. You overheard a conversation in the cellar between two men who were talking about a trader who deals in stolen goods. You don't know what these men looked like. It was dark. Got it?
So, I'll go to Zarina and tell her that someone stole the amulet. Then I'll say, when I was looking for the thief, I overheard a conversation in the cellar about a trader who deals in stolen goods. So yeah, I got it.
Good. Zarina has spies everywhere. It won't take her long to find the traitor. You need to go straight to her and do what we talked about. Meanwhile, I'll hide the amulet. We'll talk after you come back.
About the amulet. Someone took the amulet.
What? You allowed it to be stolen? All you had to do was track down its owner. I have never encountered such incompetence. If that's all you have to say, I'll have you sent straight to the blood cistern.
That won't be necessary.
Explain yourself then, before I change my mind.
It was stolen while I was following a lead.
Is that it? What else do you have to report?
I heard two men talking. They wanted to sell something to a trader who deals in stolen goods. I went looking for him when I realized the amulet was gone.
And who is this trader?
They say he does business in the residential district.
An illegal trader in the residential district. Not the first time I've heard such a rumor. I'll deal with it personally. If we find the amulet on him, I'll spare you the blood cistern. You'll need to come with us. I want you there when we search through his stock. Wait while I send my guards on ahead. They'll make sure he doesn't go anywhere. All right, let's follow them. And may Ravok grant you eternal torments if we don't find that amulet on him. Come on.
What the hell is this? I haven't done anything! You are accused of dealing in illegal goods. You are further accused of being in the possession of illegal artifacts. Artifacts that seek to challenge the power of Ravok. What? No, I would never do that. Okay, it's true I've been trading without a permit. But I would never sin against Ravok. Have you found anything?
Apparently they live to the north.
Yes, sir. This amulet was among his things.
What is that? I've never seen it before in my life. Tell that to Ravok. And we'll see if he believes you.
Come back here!
By Ravok. I was sure you were lying to me. Perhaps I should place more faith in you in the future. And in truth, I'm relieved an illegal trader was the one behind it all. We'd feared far worse. You did your job well. You may tell the voice of Khan that you have proven yourself to me. Now please leave me to my prayers.
They tell me you got Zarina off our trail. I'm sorry about what happened with that trader. There was just no other way. But what matters is that now the Morkans still have a chance. Thank you.
So, what happens now?
There must be something. I know it's a lot to ask, but you're the only one who can help us. You're not a Morkan, yet you've earned Zarina's trust. We need a mole. Someone within the Morkan faction who shares our ideals. You've already proven that you can do it, and we would accept you into our own inner circle. So, you willing to become our mole?
Okay. What do I need to do?
You're not a Morkan, so you'll need to stay on Khan's good side. You must do as he says. Otherwise, you'll never be able to become one of us. And because you're an outsider, we can't use you as a mole.
So, you want to let me in on these diplomatic plans of yours?
Well, first I've got to do some intense training. I like to be fight ready before I try talking to people. Then you're gonna take me to the faction leaders.
What, all of them?
No, dummy, one at a time. We'll start with Baxter. Already know what I'm gonna say to that bastard. Oh, and all that shit about joining the fight at the Bastion or whatever? Sure, fuck it, I'm in. I'm pretty sure I'll end up regretting it, but hey.
I don't believe this. You want to be the Morcon emissary? Open up diplomatic relations with the other factions?
You think I'm just good for ripping out throats. This is about survival, man. Morcons know how to kill, but they don't have the brains for negotiation. Someone's gotta step up. Might as well be me.
Yeah, but I mean,
What?
well, you're rude, aggressive, and never see anyone else's point of view.
Oh yeah? Well, fuck you.
Not exactly the best qualities for a diplomat.
You wouldn't know diplomacy if it spit in your face. Are you Mr. Self-Control now? More like Mr. Fuck the entire world. You think a punch to the face is a fucking icebreaker.
Okay, point taken.
Damn right, so don't go lecturing me.
Baxter, you sure that's a good idea?
Relax, it'll be fine. That's what you're there for.
Thought you could take care of yourself.
I can, you moron. But I'll never get past his fucking guards to talk to him if you're not there. Do you understand now?
Just what are you going to say to him?
Let me worry about that. Do your thing and get me in front of the Duke of Ateris. You'll find out then.
Everything okay?
Yeah, I guess. It's not complicated. We fight back or they kill us.
What the? You have got to be shitting me. If it ain't Jax, as I live and breathe.
You remember me.
Of course I do. You're the bastard who tried to lock me up way back for stealing chems from the dock. Not easy to forget someone who tries to put you behind bars. How you doing?
Well, I've been through a lot.
I bet you have at that. Things sure have changed round here. You saved my life back then, you know. Thanks to you, couldn't get no chems. Man, I was pissed, I can tell you. Well, look at me now, huh? Armor and all. Ain't nobody would have thought old Scrappy would come good in the end. But listen to this old silly bastard rambling. What you been up to?
So you joined the Berserkers?
Best decision of my whole damn life. When Rat came to power, he didn't forget old Scrappy. No, he did not. Made me head of this materials procurement racket. At least that's what we call it anyway.
Why would Rat give you the job?
Funny. Ask myself the same damn thing. Guess Rat knows he can count on me. Never done him no harm or nothing. Must have been someone better for the job, but I sure as shitfire ain't complaining. Now I do what I does best. Look after the trash. Make sure them iron beaters at the forge got enough metal, and show them new bastards how to scratch iron out of the mountain.
Got work for me?
You bet your ass cheeks I do, son. Need a few bastards down the mine. Also, been a while since I got a delivery. Would be good if you could check it out. See what's taking them assholes so long. Give them a hand if there's a problem or something. Would you do that for old Scrappy?
No problem. I can work in the mine.
That's what I like to hear. Just head southeast, past the World Heart. The mine's easy to spot. The big hole in the cliff. Come back when you know something, okay?
Can you teach me something about mining?
Of course I can teach you something. What do you want to know?
Hey.
Hey.
Woo! That was close, huh?
Is this how your fights usually go?
On Thursdays, yeah. And some other days, too. Wait, is this Thursday?
Who are you?
Call me Fox. No, wait. No, that's good. That's good. That'll work. I mean, who cares about real names anyway, right? I'm a berserker warrior. Well, sort of.
What do you mean, sort of?
Well, ask at the fort, and they'll say I'm barely a cultivator. You're bullshitting me. You know Kaya?
I was worried you'd say that.
Hey, what do you know? She can talk. Excellent. I guess we better be careful then.
You spend a lot of time at the fort?
More than I'd like. More than anybody there would like, too.
What's the problem?
You know what? I'm not sure. Something about my beautiful face seems to make my superiors break out in hives. Nope, I don't tend to last long with any of the paladins. Guess I'm just too damn wily for them.
I think I know what your problem is.
You're talking about warrior's honor, right? The nobility of sacrifice, the sanctity of duty. Yeah, I never really got my head around that stuff, you know?
What's your real name?
You're just dying to know, aren't you? Oh, makes me way less likely to tell you.
That bad, huh?
Oh, nice try, old man. Just call me Fox, like I said, okay?
You all alone out here?
I was with a scouting troop doing sweeps around the fort, cleaning things up. But things went sour because that's what usually happens. The paladin was always riding me, moaning about everything I did. So I told him where to stick it, just trying to be honest, you know, start a dialogue. So he gives me punishment detail in the watchtower, which I do without complaining, thank you. But then I make one little mistake, confusing his boots with a latrine, and I get a week of construction work. Anyway, long story short, I work better on my own.
Yeah, I noticed.
Hey, sometimes it's just Thursday. What can you do?
You do a lot of hunting around the Purple Towers?
Oh, you mean where all those nice friendly beasts come from? I stay out of their way, helps with my whole not getting killed policy. I know, berserkers are supposed to rid the land of those things, stop them from taking over. What can I say? I'm just too damn pretty to die young. You, though, you're neither young nor pretty. Bet you've met those cute little critters more than a few times, huh?
I could use someone like you at my side. If only you had some discipline, kid.
Teamwork just isn't my thing, you know? Some people like it. The last guy I joined up with fell into a canyon. Bam. Gone. Yep, haven't seen him since. Huh, unrelated, how are you with heights?
Ugh.
Forget it. You've got this whole fighting thing down, right? Using weapons and all that junk?
I think so.
Well, great, then we're good to go. Oh no, wait, we're not. Remember me saying I work alone? It was like 20 seconds ago. Besides, I haven't even seen you in action. That little scuffle back there completely does not count.
A clown like you is gonna question my fighting skills?
Okay. How about this for an idea? I don't know where you're from, but I'm just gonna assume it's around here, same as me. Which basically makes us neighbors, right?
Something like that, sure.
So, how about we help each other out a little? It'll be like our very own little neighborhood watch. We can take a stroll through Tavar, see the sights, kill a couple beasties. We'll get to know each other, and we'll see how it goes.
So, wanna go hunting?
I wouldn't call it that. More like we're keeping the place spick and span. And if it means just a tiny bit of violence, well, that's just the way it goes.
Okay, lead the way. I'll be right behind you.
Okay, good. But I'm a fast and handsome son of a bitch, so keep up. I hate waiting. You know your way around here?
I used to. Things have changed since then.
Yep. Life finds a way and all that. So, where are you from? You know, originally?
It's complicated. I was born a berserker, but I grew up with the Alps.
Really? Huh. Wow. That's some switch. Well, at least I know you can keep up. Not bad for an old guy.
If you say so.
But, how are you at long distances?
Depends. How long are we talking?
Like running all the way through Tavar? Think you can keep up? Or do you think those old legs are gonna give out on you?
Get moving and we'll find out.
Cool. First one to break a sweat owes the other a back rub. So why do you need someone watching your back? Ooh, you got a big heist planned?
No, it's the invaders from the Purple Towers. We're gonna be in some deep shit with them pretty soon. I want to be prepared.
Oh, sure. Well, if that's all it is. And stop. This should be far enough.
Okay, pal, cut the crap. Why'd you bring me here? What are you planning?
Well, actually nothing, for once. Just wanted to see your moves. I mean, if we're gonna fight together, I need to know you're up to it.
Nah, there's more to it than that. I can smell trouble on you. Trouble bad enough that you're running all over Tavar to get away from it.
There's no keeping secrets from you, is there?
Quit stalling. The truth now.
So you really want to know, huh? Fine. Well, I should have been back at the fort ages ago. They sent me out to get some meat. You know, warriors do that sometimes, even though it's really a cultivator job, but anyway, I guess I kind of lost track of time, and I'm running a bit late. Just, you know, a smidgen.
When were you supposed to deliver this meat?
Let's see, they gave me 2 days?
Okay. And how long ago was that?
Well, I can't tell you to the exact minute, but around 2 months, give or take a couple days.
I see. So they won't exactly be welcoming you back with open arms.
Right? So you see my problem? Yeah, I show up for duty now, they just throw my ass in jail. Bet you've never heard a sadder tale. I like it better out here, so whatever.
Understandable.
I'll say.
How long do you plan on keeping this up? We'll have to return to the fort eventually.
Sure. Or not. Maybe I'll run into a nice warlord who can tell the boys at the fort I'm on a really important mission or something. Ooh, say, you don't happen to have a spare warlord on you, do you?
Maybe I should speak to Kaya.
I was worried you'd say that.
Hey, what do you know? She can talk. Nice!
Don't get so excited. I'll just ask her for advice. In the meantime, you can check out the Bastion.
The Bastion? You mean that pile of crap in Caracas?
That's the one. Lots of weirdos hang out there. You'll fit right in.
Well, how can I say no when you put it like that?
I think we both said enough.
Took the words right out of my mouth. All right then, catch you later. And don't do anything I wouldn't do, you know?
Get lost.
Okay, I'm going already.
I should have known this woman would show up again. Did you have to recruit her?
She's good.
Good at what?
Well...
Her only talent is for causing trouble. Let me tell you right now, if that harlot ruins everything for you, I don't want to hear about it. That's your problem.
Do you know anything about a warrior called Fox?
Let's just say I've heard a few things about him.
I think he'd make a good recruit for our cause. At least when it comes to fighting skills. Not so sure about the rest of him.
They say he's kinda wild. Not a man who'd be easy to control.
That much is obvious.
My advice would be to follow your instinct. Considering the rest of our allies, I doubt he would be our biggest risk.
He's had a lot of trouble with his superiors in the fort.
I can deal with that, but make it clear to him that it's only on the condition that he stays with us and fights by our side.
Good. Thanks.
No problem.
Do you know Fox's real name?
I don't know him that well, I'm afraid.
Hey, wait a second. Where do you think you're going? You can't just waltz in here. You think I'm just standing here for my health?
You know, I don't really...
Don't interrupt me. Stryker, what do I expect when I'm talking? That's right, shut up! Out with it. What do you want?
I'm looking to get into the fort.
Spit it out. Listen up. You don't belong here, so this is the end of the line for you. And one more thing. The guards have orders to throw any trespassers out of the fort. Save yourself the hassle of climbing over the walls. 'Cause we're on our toes. Right, Stryker? Ha, you see? Wide awake. See? There's no getting past me. Okay, off you go.
Father, is it true you're going to rebuild the bastion? Can I come with you?
I don't know if that's such a good idea.
Oh, come on! I won't go wandering off. I promise.
And what if we're attacked by wild animals?
You'll take care of me. Come on, please?
Okay, but do exactly what I tell you.
Yeah. I'll be as quiet as a mouse and keep my head down.
Stay close behind me, okay?
Is it always this exciting?
What do you mean?
Well, Mother didn't usually take me when she went out like this. I always had to stay in the fort. I mean, exciting stuff happens there too, but... Well, I know the fort already, but I've never been out here in my whole life.
Then you should keep in mind how dangerous it is.
Then it's a good thing I brought you. Have you killed many people?
It's been known to happen. Some people just like to make trouble.
I know it happens sometimes, but I don't want people to die.
I get it, but...
Just try to stay out of trouble, as much as you can from now on, okay? Why were you always gone? We hardly ever saw you.
I had my reasons.
Mother always said you'd save the world if you could.
Really? She said that.
So what have you been doing all this time?
Trying to convince the factions to get ready for the big threat that was coming.
Cool. I bet they all listened to you, didn't they?
Well, kinda.
When I grow up, I want to be just like you.
I've spoken to Kaya. She'll take care of your little fort problem. But you'll need to stay in the bastion with us till it's all cleared up.
Well, sounds good to me. I can just chill out and see what's going on. Sure beats being resident janitor at the fort. And I'm not done enjoying my newfound freedoms. So many things to do.
Like what?
How do I explain this? There's a few things, shall we say, that have gotten slightly out of my dainty little hands. Nothing serious, just a few tiny, well, mix-ups that I may have potentially been sort of involved in. A lot.
So you screwed things up and want to take this time to try and fix them.
You make it sound so ugly. Why don't we just call it field work? It's got a much better ring to it, don't you think? And, as it happens, I could really use your help with some of it. That's what we do now, right? Help each other out? I've got your back, you've got mine.
All right, fine. Go ahead and fill me in.
Okay, well, imagine a couple of Alb troops, right? Just marching through Tavar like they do from time to time. Now, imagine that someone like, well, me, is guarding a field of seedlings just as they're passing by. Now, and this is completely hypothetical, you understand. Imagine those troops steal one of the seedlings and take it with them. Well, what if I happen to know where those imaginary Albs might be right now?
You let the Albs steal a seedling from you?
Hey, would it kill you to be a bit less of a negative Nancy?
So where are these Albs that have your hypothetical seedling? We'll get it back.
Okie dokie. Well, it's not far, pretty much right around the corner. Oh, there they are. And FYI, they are gonna freak as soon as they see us.
I'm not coming.
Shit. The infection. For some reason, I don't buy Dawkins' story about the hybrid machines. But, well, who can prove otherwise? No clue what's waiting for us.
So, we'd better be careful.
You know what's cool about ghosts?
No.
You can't touch them. They just float around and no one can beat them. And you know why?
Why's that?
Well, because they're not really there. You could see them, but that's all. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
How about I yell fire, but like really loud?
Keep quiet. We can do this. Looks like you can forget about your seedling.
They didn't have it with them?
Nope, no seedlings here.
Wait, are you completely sure it's not here?
Which part of no seedlings don't you understand?
Well, great. That's my chance to earn back the fort's respect down the toilet.
Pretty much.
Okay, why don't you go on? I need to, think about stuff. Look, I'm sure I'll come up with a new cunning plan.
Who is your direct superior exactly?
Oh, there's the tall one, the fat one. They change so often, I kind of lose track.
And is it the tall one or the fat one who will realize how long you've been gone and want to punish you for it?
Some would call him A, some would call him B.
That's insane. Even you have to admit that.
That's what I've been trying to tell you. The Fort Berserkers are pretty out there. Which is why it's so awesome I get to hang out with you guys in this pile of crap, in the Bastion. Gotta admit though, I am kind of curious to see what happens to me next.
You're not the only one. You good?
Great. How long are we gonna stand here?
What does bastard mean?
Where did you hear that?
The kids at the fort used to call me that. I don't know what it means, but it didn't sound nice.
I guess I really should have come around more often. Don't pay any attention to that kind of talk.
Sometimes other kids are pretty stupid, huh?
I don't get why you keep making things so hard for yourself.
Hey, I climbed the Berserker ranks faster than anyone before. Right to where I am now, which is high enough, thanks.
I find that hard to believe.
Hey, the higher the rank, the more responsibilities. Where's the fun in that?
Let's just leave it there.